Do you guys get tired of seeing me start vlogs like this? I don't know. Anyway, hi, good morning. I hope that you guys are having a good day so far today. I have my 36-week appointment tomorrow, and this is the first one in like a long time Destin is actually going to go to because we're having an ultrasound tomorrow, and it is our first ultrasound in like a long time. Sorry about my like Grinch looking, I don't know what's going on. We're gonna take care of it. That's on the list. Look, it's like, no ma'am, I'm gonna be out where I wanna be. So because we have that appointment tomorrow, I will give you guys some big sister insight. If you don't know this, I did not know it. Well, I feel like I knew it early on because I'm like, I wanna know everything so I can prepare for everything as soon as possible, kind of. When I read it, I was like, I've never, for good reason probably, heard anyone talk about that before. Get some water really quick, hold on. There's something that's so good about water sometimes. At your 36-week appointment, this is a lot of personal info. Just prepare for it. Since I've been going for my pregnancy appointments, really, there's like not a lot of reason for them to do a exam on you, right? So like I've been going this whole time and I think I had one exam. Yeah, well, I definitely know I had one because at the beginning they do, I don't know if they do this for everybody or if I was just due for mine, but anyway, I'm gonna sit over in the window because I feel like I have shadows on my face. But I had to do a pap smear right at the beginning. And other than that, I literally haven't had any other exams. Well, tomorrow, not only do I get to have an exam, but I get to get my Group B strep test done. And that involves a lot. If you guys, I think some people make it sound a lot worse than what it is. At least that's what I'm hoping, is that everybody is just like, oh my gosh. It's just that it's weird, okay? It's that it's weird. So you have to get a little swab of both of your areas, and that's weird. You don't normally get a swab, particularly of the second area. Anyways, I'm way overthinking it, and the thing is this, I'm so embarrassed. I can't reach my legs anymore to shave. Like, I can kind of make it happen maybe one time every few weeks. Like, I think last week I shaved, and I was like, my legs, this is nice. I'm really embarrassed though because I'm just getting what I can see, so I know like my thighs have gotta be, bless their hearts. Anyways, I thought today I'm going to, it's like almost noon actually, it's like 11:30 I think. I've been editing this morning and I'm going to now have like a little pamper session, which is basically just showering, washing my hair, and trying to shave my legs. So wish me luck. And yeah, so actually tomorrow also, an additional reason to try to get my body looking how I want it to, is we are getting a massage after my appointment if I am not sent to the hospital to give birth tomorrow. And yeah, so my last pregnancy massage, I was like not as obviously big as I am now, and it already was a little difficult to move around in there. And the lady that I had, I'm kind of hoping I get someone different this time. It's not even because I had like a terrible massage from her, but it was extremely awkward. And I'll just leave it at, her hand slipped a few too many times. I don't think she was looking away when I turned over, and I think at one point maybe she fell asleep. It's fine. We're tired, I get it. This time I'm hoping maybe that I have somebody different, and yeah. Other than all of that, for today, the dinner that I have planned, I think might be terrible, but we're still gonna make it because I already have all the ingredients. And then I'm just doing my basic every single day of my life pickup of this house. But I thought I would also go through and kind of get my breastfeeding stations ready with you guys and kind of show you what I have there and what my plan is. And I just realized this morning that I have not shown you guys upstairs since we've gotten a few more things. So really long intro to this vlog, sorry. we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna show you guys upstairs either before or after my shower, and then yeah, the fridge just kicked on. It's a little bit later. I have showered, dried my hair so it's fresh for tomorrow. And what else have I done? Started dinner. I'm gonna show you guys that in a second. And I just made the bed, so I'm really out of breath. I don't think you guys can probably tell, but I used this product today from Pure. It's like their dry oil. Awful. Awful. It's literally just glitter. Like, I washed my hands a few times, so I don't think you can tell anymore, but it's like, anyway, I don't like it. So I want to show you guys this little corner. I mean, help me. I set this up because I'm going to show you guys the other corner in a second where this mirror was. I just thought this was like a little cozy kind of like outfit corner. That's from my hospital bag. That is my hospital bag. And anyway, I think it's really cute. But let me show you. So over here is this side of the room that we finally have finished. I am pretty sure you guys are going to just have to deal with me hobbling over here because I can hardly walk. I think I've showed you guys this, like everything in here before. It's basically just swaddles, diapers. Those are extra diapers actually down there. This is his little changing station. So any of his little medicines or butt paste, diapers, diapers, diapers. In here I have outfits if we need them, and blankets, which I'm actually probably going to move. This is another mattress cover for his mini crib. Passies, a wipe warmer, wipes, and then the diaper genie. And then this is his little crib. So obviously everything on it is not going to stay on it. That's not safe sleep, but isn't this blanket so cute? Someone actually made this for him. I was going to show you guys, but it has her name and I'm not sure she wants her name on there, but like on the internet out and about, but it's so cute. I love it so much. And then in here I just have another blanket that needs to be folded up, my baby's first Christmas teddy, and then his sound machine. And then over here, this rocker actually was a gift from Dustin's grandparents that they had at their house. And they were like, hey, you need a rocker? We've got one. Why don't you take this one? And we were like, absolutely. In here, I think I'm going to put blankets and like maybe a couple extra swaddles. So when I'm with him here, I can just pick that up if I need to. And then I need to bring up a little lamp for this corner as well that is actually in his nursery. So over here, we have a couple books. And then this is like my nursing stuff. So I have tons of milk storage bags. I have some breast milk pads, and then these are like overnight ones. They're bigger and like cloth and washable, reusable washcloths. And then I'm gonna bring up my pump, one of them up here, I think, and have that up here as well. And yeah, so that is everything that we've got up here for Dashi, and I think I feel good about it up here now. Like the daily maintenance of just living and cleaning up what you have lived in feels like a lot, but having everything like set up for him does feel a lot better. I think now that we have the nursery done, I just feel so good about that. And even though that's like not where he's going to be spending all of his time immediately, I just really wanted that room done. And so yeah, we still have a couple projects around the house that I would love to get done, and if we do, great, and if we don't, all right, that's just gonna have to do. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna quit panting on camera. I'm gonna take a couple pictures for Instagram that I want to take. I'm going to show you guys dinner when I get downstairs, and then I have to list some things on Poshmark, and then I'm gonna sit my booty down and put the heating pad on my back because it hurts so bad. Good morning. It is the day of the appointment. We had a terrible night of sleep, like a terrible, awful night of sleep. And I was just joking with Dustin saying, if I have to go today, like if he sends me to the hospital today, I'm gonna be like, give me the epidural so I can just go to sleep. I'm outside with Suki. I hear someone talking somewhere. We're gonna do our potties, have our breakfast. I'm gonna fix my breakfast. I don't even know what time it is, but I probably need to jump on it a little bit. It's only 8:44, so we're fine. And yeah, that's the update for today. Dinner was not terrible, but it definitely will not be repeated, probably ever. And that's that. So, okay, like an hour later, we're on our way. And how do you feel, Dustin?
I feel fine. I feel a little shaky, but I'm fine.
We had, I know I already said it wasn't a good night. It was the roughest night and the weirdest night. And Suki is having allergies really bad. So I never knew, I've never had a German Shepherd before, but apparently it's pretty common for them to be allergic to like certain ingredients, and also fairly common for it to be chicken. And anyways, I got her treats the other day, a little while back, that I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. I just got them and didn't think anything about it, and they have chicken in them. And so,
to be fair though, we don't know that that's what it is.
Right, I was about to say, it could be seasonal allergies or an ingredient allergy. Because typically she does, like when the seasons change, she does have a harder time with her ears. And so anyways, it's just at nighttime in her little crate, because the bottom of her crate is like how they typically are. She's like stomping around and trying to get comfortable, and it's so loud.
He kicked you?
Yeah, he's woken up now. So anyways, part of it last night was that, and then part was just the sleeping was impossible last night. I was really uncomfortable all night. How did you feel?
When I was asleep, I was fine.
Yeah. I remember 2 times waking up and thinking, one time I was on my left side and I was like, holy cow, my hip hurts so bad. And then I flipped to the other side and was like, holy cow, this hurts so bad. So I was like, I guess I'll just, I don't know. But anyways, we're headed to our appointment. This is the first appointment that Dustin has been to in a little while. Because most of them have just been routine check-ins and like, do you have any question type appointments. Today we'll get to do an ultrasound, and as I mentioned earlier, a lovely little extra part of this appointment. It'll be fun. I'm nervous about it. I want to get that out of the way.
It won't last long.
I know it won't last long. It's just so embarrassing.
I know.
And then we'll get massages if I'm not in active labor or anything. So
yep, the massage part should be a good part.
Should be a good part. I don't think anything will be swabbed during that, so.
Usually not.
Usually not. So this is obviously a whole different day. It's the next day, and I'm not doing so well today after yesterday's appointment. We had our appointment, we went and had a little lunch date and had our massages, and the massages were wonderful, and I feel like great timing on the fact of like getting our mind off of everything that had just happened. Not that our minds were off of it, but just like to try to relax for a little bit was nice. The way that my office is doing appointments right now is you can have one person come back for your ultrasound portion of your appointment, and then they go back up to like the waiting room, or you know, they have to leave or whatever. And then the rest of the appointment is just me. So get there, we wait, everything's going fine, and go back for our ultrasound. And this is the first ultrasound, I think that, I can't remember my very last one, because that one, I don't think I knew I was getting an ultrasound that day, and they went ahead and did one, and Dustin wasn't even at that appointment with me. He didn't get to see that one. So it's been a long time since Dustin has seen Dash on his ultrasound. And something he said that was so funny was, because it's been so long, it felt like it went from this like really big image with this little tiny baby to like Dash just being squished up. I said almost like his face is against the glass, because there's like no more room in there. Everything was looking good. I got a couple of pictures that weren't amazing, but in one of them, it's his side profile and he's like poking his lips out, which was super cute. He of course had his hands on his face like he does in almost every single one of these ultrasound times, when I'm always like, if you guys need to see something, trust me, he's going to be covering it up. So all that was good, but when we were sitting back for the ultrasound, I honestly thought it, but I think maybe because I was thinking Dustin might not have been thinking it, I didn't say anything to him afterwards. But I noticed she was spending a lot of time in one area, and I kind of couldn't tell where she was, like what we were looking at. And then eventually she said that that was his heart. There's his heart, and here's his heartbeat. And you know, like it was kind of like she just then all of a sudden moved on. And I was like, that was weird, like to have spent that much time on that one area, and she's doing lots of measurements. I always hate ultrasounds because you have no idea what they're looking at, and I know that the technicians are not in the position where if I said, like, does everything look normal, that they could really answer me. You know, they can't really provide any information. So I don't ever ask, I don't even bother. While I did think it was like weird that she was spending so much time where she was, I don't think it was enough for me to be like, something is wrong. I just thought that was weird. And so in the room we were in, there was it's a separate room. So it has the ultrasound equipment and a bathroom all in that one room. And so I was gonna go ahead and do my sample in that room, in the bathroom. And I told Dustin that he could wait right there until I was done and had come out. And I'm saying that because I wish I would have come out and be like, did you think she was like in that area for a long time or something? But like I said, I thought I'm probably just overthinking that, and I don't want to make him worry when, you know, whatever. So Dustin leaves and goes out to the car to sit and wait. I am in like this other waiting room in the back, and the stenographer came back around the corner really quick and said that they wanted to do a couple more images. And I was like, yeah, something's wrong, because they've only ever called me back to do ultrasounds one other time, and it was like they were really upfront and quick to be like, it's just because the way baby's laying, we can't get a good picture of something. And this time they weren't really saying anything. And so I was like, okay. So I went back in there by myself, and I could tell like we were looking at the same thing again for a long time. She told me at one point that he's practicing breathing, and that's really good. And she looked at the umbilical cord and something else and was like kind of talking a little about all that. I just knew something was wrong. And so I went from there to my room. I normally keep my phone out and on me because I write my questions on my phone for my doctor, but this time I had put it in my bag, and I think I was just so like, okay, what's going on? I didn't think to get my phone out. So I was sitting and waiting on him to come in the room, and I feel like it could have been 15 seconds. It could have been an hour and a half. Like, time was so weird during that, because today I went back and looked at my text messages. I was texting Dustin when I was in that little waiting room area, and the time from that to like getting called back for more ultrasounds to going to the room was only like 10-ish minutes, I think. And then my next text to him was like a couple minutes later. So I think all in all of that time was like maybe 20 minutes, but it felt like a lifetime because I could hear my doctor in the hallway, and I heard him say, you know how sometimes you like overhear something and then you think, should I have been listening to that the whole time? Like, was there more information that I just missed? Because I like could hear him talking, but I wasn't like, what's he saying, you know? But then I heard him say, is she alone today? I guess the nurse must have asked who, and he said, Sarah. Is Sarah alone today? And I was like, oh crap, something is like wrong. They said that my husband was here, and he said, go ahead and have him come back. Immediately, like, my hands are sweating, my heart is racing. I'm like, what are they about to come back here and like tell me? The nurse came back and asked where Dustin was. I was like, this is what he looks like. Hard to miss. He's in the waiting room, or at least he was gonna be when I texted him and was like, you need to come back up here because they're gonna call you back, which I hated to even do because I was like, it's gonna make him worry. I'm worried, you know, whatever. They went and they got him, and he came back, and he got in there, and they were like, okay, he'll be with you in just a minute. Closed the door, and Dustin was like, is everything okay? And I was like, I don't know, but I know, like, I think something's wrong. And I told him what had been going on. And then my doctor came in with this really blown up image, like a full piece of paper of one of the ultrasound images of Dash's heart, and said that there was fluid around it. I hate being unprepared for like appointments like this because it feels like you don't want to drive yourself crazy looking for information on everything, especially because there's so much info normally on stuff. Like at the beginning of our pregnancy, when we had to go to the fetal maternal specialist over the nuchal translucency, I read up and down about nuchal translucency because I wanted to know when I went in to see him what questions to ask. I wanted to be a little bit informed. Like, I wanted all of the info to be able to have like an intelligent, informative, enlightening conversation with him. This time, I was like, I have no idea what that means. So I kind of didn't know what to ask. And my doctor was basically saying that this could be nothing and it could just go away, but it is not his area of expertise. And so they wanted to send me back to the fetal maternal specialist, have some more imaging done, and kind of to do it quickly. So something that freaked me out was when we were in the office yesterday, he said that he didn't think that this like warranted an emergency induction or anything, but just the thought of like, but maybe next time, maybe on Monday it could, was scary to me. Obviously, if he needs to get out to get help, that's fine. It just is so, it's like weird to be like, today I'm 36 weeks. And so I'm like, okay, you know, 4 more weeks or whatever. To go from that to be like, maybe he'll be here Monday and like automatically have to start having procedures done is just overwhelming and scary. And so anyways, on the paper, I saw the measurement, and on my report, I saw it, and it just looks like a whole lot of fluid. He asked me if I had been feeling sick or like congested or like I had anything viral or anything like that. So maybe like that made me think maybe if I'm feeling bad or I have extra fluid somewhere in my body, maybe that's putting the extra on him too. I really don't know, but we didn't get a lot of information, and he was clear it was because he didn't have a lot of information to be able to give us on it. Like he didn't want to give us incorrect information. That's why he wants us to go to this other doctor. So we're going on Monday, and then I'm going back to that doctor on Tuesday, like my doctor on Tuesday. But he also said that what's possible is instead of delivering there, that hospital does not have a NICU. And I'm like kicking myself right now because one of the whole things at the beginning of pregnancy, I can't remember if I vlogged about this, but I wanted to switch doctors, which I know I said, but one of the holdups was at this particular, like, what's the word? Not string of hospitals, but like facility, I don't know. So it's all the same hospital, right? There's 2 locations. My location that I've been going to does not have a NICU. There's one location that's about half an hour further, and it does have a NICU. And at the beginning of pregnancy, I was really debating, like I wanted to be at a hospital with a NICU. And at one point, I remember this doctor telling me, like, you would probably know before birth if you were going to need a NICU. And so that reassured me that, like, since everything had been fine, you know, everything is just gonna be fine. And I don't know, I feel really naive and stupid because I think since we have had such a healthy, good, and easy pregnancy so far, that I've been so focused on like cleaning the house and reading about breastfeeding and getting his nursery together that I think I just kind of made the decision that like nothing can happen now that we're this close, which I obviously know is not true. I just think like that wasn't even a thought in my mind that something could go. It's like throughout most of pregnancy, you're thinking if I can just hit, you know, this milestone, I'll feel relaxed. And then after you kind of hit all of those, it's like you stop thinking about it or something. And so I think yesterday that's what kind of like, I just felt silly to be like, why was I thinking nothing could go wrong now at this point when something can go wrong at any point? And not that I should have been like negative about it, but just prepared, I guess. And so anyways, I didn't have any of my regular appointment that I thought I was going to have yesterday. Like we did not do the strep test. I'm supposed to get my whooping cough vaccine at some appointment. Didn't get that yesterday. He asked me if I had questions, and I did, and I was like, no, I don't think so, because I just could not think clearly after that. And so that's where we are. I cried all last night, and this morning I woke up just like tears just coming out of my eyes without any effort, just because I don't want him to have a harder time, like while he's in my belly or when he first comes out. I don't want anything to be wrong with him. I don't want anything to happen to him. And it's just confusing because nothing else is like abnormal or wrong at all. And like I said, I try to research some of this stuff to just be informed better. And there is like nothing online, which is even weirder to me, that it's like, is this not a common thing at all? Because it's like nobody's talking about it. It feels like the only thing I can find is case studies that are literally like pages and pages of like the patient came in and like whatever. And I've read those. Some of them are making me feel a little bit more comfortable and some are making me feel less uncomfortable, but they're like, there's just no information I don't understand. But my doctor told me just to really be doing my kit counts, and I am, and Dash is so busy in my tummy. All of his other measurements were fine. His heartbeat was good. Like I said, he was practicing breathing. So I don't know what's going on. My prayer is that by the time we get there Monday, like yesterday was just a weird, maybe the angle he was at, or just an off day or something, and that Monday when we get there, it's going to just magically be miraculously gone. I think the thing that makes me feel a little uneasy because we are so close to the due date is that in some of the cases that I've read where it just spontaneously goes away, it's like weeks later. And so right now how I'm feeling is like, because we're so close to the end of this, like, do I have, I mean, technically I do. It's not like I don't have the time to wait it out. What I'm saying is it going to be detrimental to wait, or like, are we going to have to take him early, and is that going to be worse for him? I don't know. That's not the appointment that I wanted yesterday at all. I just wanted a cutesy little appointment and then like a date day and relaxation day with Dustin, and here we are now. So today I'm not doing anything at all. I'm probably not even gonna shower. I'm just gonna try to get my mind off of this for a little bit and I don't know, do something else until Monday, and then when Monday gets here, just pray for the best. My appointment, I can't remember the exact time, but it's kind of late in the day. Oh, actually it's at 1:15. For some reason I was thinking it was like closer to 3. It's at 1:15, so I'm like, I want to get in, have that appointment, and then just get the best news. This is the same doctor that we saw last time, I think, and we really liked him a lot. And so I'm hoping this time he's gonna say the same thing as last time, which is like, absolutely nothing is wrong. I don't even know why you're here today, basically. And if not, I don't know what else they'll tell me. So I was gonna try to put all of this into this, like even Monday, but I see I've been talking for a really long time. And so I'll let this be today's vlog, and then I'll update you guys on what's coming next. So if you guys could just please pray for Dash, which hopefully by the time this video is up, it's like already resolved and not even a thing, but I'm just so nervous, and I feel like I have to be positive and like strong and like, what's the word? I don't want Dustin to worry more because I'm worrying. I don't want to put extra stress on Dash because I'm like freaking out. And that makes it more stressful. So anyways, I'm going to see you guys in a couple days, hopefully with some good news. So that's all.